Yes, Steve.
Willow, congratulations. Very good performance by you and the team. Do you know that you are now the holder of the fastest one-day international 100 by Zimbabwe? 77 balls it took you to get to that 100, beating the 79 balls by Brendan Taylor in the 2015 World Cup against Ireland.
Thanks, Theo. No, I actually didn't know that, to be honest with you. It was nice. Obviously, I got a chance given to me. I was very disappointed at the time. Obviously, when the ball went straight up in the air, I turned and started walking back to the change room. From that moment on, I obviously put my head down and worked extremely hard.
Coach, in terms of targets, it was a surprising change for many people bringing in Bill today, and a lot of people thought, okay, it was going to be more as a batter and less as a bowler, but he returned as specific as a 4 for 32 today. What do you attribute that to?
In fact, we are looking at that option because when Brendan Movuta was not bowling well, so we wanted somebody who can bowl leg spin. And then with Burl batting at number 8, because that gives longer stability as well, because he's a terrific batsman, brilliant fielder, and he can give you a few overs. And that's what we were looking at. And he has proved that, why he's in the team. So I think he has grabbed his opportunity, and hopefully he just continues to do the same for the same team.
Coach, you must be pretty pleased with how the series is going by so far. Any more changes for the final game?
We'll have a look tomorrow. Yes, we won the series, but we don't take any game very lightly. We just want to win all the games because we want to make that thing a habit. Because when we started off, we never had a good start, but since now we have started winning, we want to make that winning a habit, and hopefully we will try and make it 4-0. But again, as I said, nothing taken away from UAE team, because they have done reasonably well in the last few years, and hopefully they will bounce back again, because one game nothing to lose, so they will bounce back, and we are ready for it. And as I said, we want our boys to play hard every game, and that's what our main goal was. When we started this series, we always talked about it, that never take anything very lightly, because if you look at Zimbabwe's earlier performances, they used to be one game well, the next game down. So we want that consistency level, and I think we are getting it closer to that.
Just adding on that question, I know there's experienced guys like Lalchand Rajput, and then there's also Richmond Chimbami and Ainsley Law who will be sitting on the sidelines. Are they going to have a goal, or like you're saying, you want to try and keep a winning team? Because looking at the future, there's Netherlands still coming in June, and also Ireland, and these guys haven't had game time. So what are you going to do?
We want to give a lot of opportunity to players. Yes, Ainsley is a newcomer, but people always have to wait because they will get their opportunity. At the moment, I cannot say anything, but we'll take a call day after tomorrow, and you'll soon find out on that day if we have any changes.
Back to Villa. Sky went all the way up and odds around, I think, around 31 at that point. More often than not, the players, when they've been given a second chance, to normally go and make a big one. What is the reason behind that, especially given how you've been able to convert your 50s to 100s of late? And also, secondly, what do you attribute to that in terms of training and target and targeting?
A lot of it has got to do with my mindset, to be honest with you. Training, obviously, we go through the processes and we train according to how we want to play all the time. We have a lot of game time, and in that game time, I'm batting exactly how I want to bat against the team that I'm about to play. I'll study their bowlers, I'll study their fielders, and I'll do as much homework as I possibly can on that team. The night before, I start visualizing, obviously, the bowlers that I'm going to be facing, even in the morning of the game, wake up, start visualizing and preparing myself mentally for them. And also, going back, the goals that I sit down with the coach, we sit down one-on-one with the coach and we have goals set. And one of my goals for this series was to get 100 and to go at less than 3.5 and over. So I've achieved that so far, but I still feel there's room for improvement, i.e. getting dropped to 30. If I didn't get dropped to 32, I would never ever have that opportunity to carry on. And also one of the top 4 have to bat through the 50 overs. And one of the top 4, well, the top 4 need to be the majority they need to score the majority of the runs throughout all of these games, and that's our team goal and our team vision, and that's what we're looking to do between now and the T20 World Cup qualifiers. And once we're on track there, we'll be looking good at the T20 World Cup qualifiers. Obviously, these are ODIs, but it's a team culture thing that will click into place, and it starts, and it's already started. So, yeah, those are the small things that we go through. We don't really look at personal. Well, we don't ever look at personal goals. Never. Obviously, you have your personal goals, but team first. And yeah, it just came into play, and I just knew once I'd been given my chance that I've played against some real strong teams that don't give you a chance, ever. They'll dive, catch it one hand, they'll run you out sharp. And I don't want to be in that situation again in my career where you're in and you get out and you're in the change room wondering why and why. And that bothers me. I've done it in the past, and I have goals of getting better and better, and I'm on track.
Okay, Steve?
Coach, Sean has just spoken about the fact that in the back of your minds you are already beginning to prepare for the T20 World Cup qualifiers. So does this mean that perhaps we will see some of the batsmen become a bit more, I suppose, brave and courageous and start to express themselves a bit more by being a bit more positive and you know, taking on the fielders, for example, in the deep, you know, playing a bit more expansive range as opposed to, first of all, building up an innings and then starting to accelerate towards the end. So are we going to see, the more time the players spend in the middle, obviously, a bit more expansive, adventurous type of cricket?
Obviously, we always talk about that. To be very honest, we start on a slower note because we got to get partnership going, got to build your innings first, and then once you're there in the middle for long, then you actually, you know, go on to score at a faster rate. Yes, we have talked about that, and you will see that there will be a lot of players will go out and express themselves at the right time. Expressing yourself doesn't mean that you just go and first ball try and hit. No, you got to express whatever you're good at. Make your shot selection proper, and hopefully you put the fielders on the back foot as well. And if you look at the last game, Regis and PJ, they really ran well. They were pushing the fielders from the deep for 2 runs. So that's one go area where we are looking at, and we are slowly getting there because the qualifier is only 6 months away. So we got to start preparing now.
I guess rotation of strike is at times just as important as clearing the boundaries as well.
Yeah, if you look at today's dot balls, we always talk about dot balls. Today was the less number of, we had only 139 dot balls and we got 300 runs. So if we can cut down on the dot balls again and start rotating the strike more, it's much better. If you look at the dot balls in the first game or second game, and slowly we're cutting down on the dot balls as well.
Okay, last but Sean, perhaps you might want to tell us what that celebration was all about.
Well, obviously my wife is not pregnant, just so I can clarify that. One of my best mates in the team is actually due to have a baby soon, and I said to him, if I get 100, I'm going to give you a little rockabye. So I did that, and yeah, Craig is the man that's having a baby soon, so wish him all the very best, and hopefully all goes well between now and then.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.